Hey guys, and welcome to my combat training guide. In this video I'm going to be showing you some of the best methods to train attack, strength and defense all in the one video. The contents of this video is a quick Slayer introduction. I'm going to be showing you the best summoning familiars to use while training combat, the best food to use, and some training spot XP rates so you can compare different spots, and I'll also show you my personal training method. Okay, part 1 in this video is going to be about Slayer. I just wanted to add in a quick part about Slayer before I started this training guide. So, if you plan on playing RuneScape for over a year and you wish to train your combat skills high, a very effective method is Slayer. It can earn you over 100 mil profit to 99 and you can get loads of total levels. However, if you simply train on monsters to 99, attack, strength and defense, and then you decide to train Slayer, all the XP you gain in those combat skills is just going to waste. But I guess 20 mil attack XP would look cool, but is it worth it? In the next part of this guide I'm going to be showing you the best summoning familiars to use when training combat. In the description of this video you'll find a link to a page in the RuneScape, in the official RuneScape knowledge base, which will show you a list of familiars which can be used for each skill. So just go through that page and you can pick the familiar you want, and always use the one which is the highest level you can summon. But for the purpose of this video I'll also go through them here. The fighting familiars for attack: the Spirit Wolf, the Mosquito, the Albino Rat, the Void Shifter, Bloated Reach, Spirit Kayak, Spirit Cobra, Ravenous Locust, Praying Mantis, Ice Titan and Swamp Titan. The fighting familiars for strength are the Honey Badger, the Pyrolord, the Spirit Jelly, the Spirit Granite, Barker Toad, Obsidian Golem, Talon Beast, Moss Titan, Lava Titan. The fighting familiars for defense: the Bronze, Iron, Steel, Mithril, Adamant and Rune Minotaurs, and an Iron Titan. Fighting familiars for controlled: Spirit Scorpion, Vampire Bat, Spirit Lorupah, Stranger Plant, Arctic Bear, Giant Ent, Spirit Dagannoth. These fighting familiars can only be used in multi-combat areas, so if you're fighting in a single combat area like the one I'll be showing you at the end of this video, you can either use a healing or a burden familiar. There are 3 main healing familiars. They are the Void Spinner, which heals 1 hit point every 15 seconds, the Bunyip, which heals 2 hit points every 15 seconds, and the Unicorn Stallion, which uses scrolls to heal, and each scroll will heal 15% of your hit points. There are also 8 Beasts of Burdens which can carry supplies for you. They are the Spirit Caphite, the Bullant, the Spirit Terrorbird, the War Tortoise and the Pack Yak. The Abyssal Parasite, Lurker and the Titan are not listed since they can only hold essence for runecrafting. The next part of this guide is about food. Now, I don't think a lot of people actually think about food when they're going to train combat at all, really, which is a shame because food is actually a very important factor. You want to be bringing something which will last you long enough to save you unnecessary bank trips to restock, and you also want something which isn't too expensive. Now, I know a lot of people always take sharks whenever they train, but this is just totally wrong for most training spots. And yes, they save you from banking so often, but there are much better foods to use. In free to play, I highly recommend using either trout or salmon, since they're both extremely easy to buy and they're cheap. In pay to play, you will in most cases need food which will heal more HP. A monkfish heals 16 HP each and costs around 300 GP. A shark heals 20 HP and costs around 930 GP. Pineapple pizza heals 22 HP in total, or 11 HP for each bite, and they cost around 520 GP each. Personally, I use the pineapple pizzas since they heal 2 more hit points than a shark and are half the price. I always recommend using potions if you can afford it. In free to play, the only potion available is a normal strength potion, but using these in training is still worth it. In pay to play, I highly recommend using super attack and super strength potions. However, if you cannot afford to use these when training, even a normal attack or strength potions would help boost your XP per hour. Okay, I'm going to quickly go through some training spots. I don't want to go into these in too much detail because I want to spend more time showing you my training method and the best ways to do that. So starting from scratch, here's a quick run through of where I recommend you training. From level 1 to 20, cows are great. They're only level 2 and they have a low defense, making them really easy to hit on. Giant spiders in the Stronghold of Security, I was able to achieve 40 XP per hour with a whip. Experiments I averaged at 35k experience per hour, and rock crabs I also averaged at 35k XP per hour. Now it's time to start on my favourite training spot for leveling combat at Armoured Zombies for pay-to-play players only. Armoured Zombies are level 85 combat with 88 hit points and have a max hit of 9. They offer 469 XP in a combat stat and 117 hit points XP for each kill. Armoured Zombies can total in over 100 XP per hour. The levels I recommend you get before training here are 70 plus attack, 70 plus strength, 70 plus defense and 60 plus prayer. The required quest is Defender of Varric, although you don't have to complete the whole quest. I highly recommend you complete King's Ransom quest and the Camelot training minigame after to unlock the 2 new prayers. Haunted Mine is also a great idea for the Salve Amulet, and then the minigame after, called the Lair of Tarn, to have your Salve Amulet enchanted. A normal Salve Amulet will raise your attack and strength by 15% when fighting the undead, and the enchanted Salve Amulet will raise your attack and strength by 20%, so it's definitely worth spending the time to get one. I'm going to show you a few recommended outfits, and this is the one I personally use. The head, the Helm of Nez, a Salve Amulet enchanted, a Bandos chestplate, although you can use a fighter torso, although it has a lower defense stats. Bandos tassets. I use dragon boots and Barrows gloves and a dueling ring for quick banking. For the cape I use a fire cape for the strength bonus, however you can use a skill cape, but I recommend using a trimmed one for the prayer bonus. An alternative outfit, if you're protecting from melee here, you can use Full Void with the Void melee helm, along with a Salve Amulet enchanted with dragon boots, a Ring of Life just in case, and a fire cape or skill cape. Okay, weapons. For training attack or defense, using a whip is a must. For training strength, use a Saradomin sword. And just to clean up a few common misconceptions, a Sara sword is faster strength XP than any other god sword. Also, don't train attack or defense with a Sara sword because a whip is faster. The inventory. Obviously, the higher your defense, the longer you can last there. So I recommend about 3 or 4 super attack potions, 3 or 4 super strength potions, a games necklace or dueling ring for banking, a dragon dagger for special attacks, and the rest of your inventory food. It probably is worth it to leave a few spaces for some drops. There are 3 main ways to get there. You can run from Edgeville, which is the longest route, and I really don't recommend it, or you can dual ring teleport to Fist of Guthix and run north. You can also games necklace teleport to Bounty Hunter and run south. Before entering down the ladder, always make sure your attack style is correctly set. You don't want to be training the wrong stat. Make sure your auto retaliate is on since these monsters are aggressive. I highly recommend setting up some quick prayers. To do this, just right click on the prayer button and click set prayer. Choose your prayers and it will be very easy to turn them on or off. You can also choose to have protect from melee. If you don't have chivalry or piety, you can use ultimate strength and incredible reflexes together. Here's a basic run through of my method for training here. First, click on the altar to fully recharge your prayer. Now click your set prayers to on and head down the ladder. The armoured zombies will auto attack you. Remember to take frequent doses of your super potions and equip your dragon dagger to use up special attacks. When your prayer reaches under 5, quickly click on the ladder and recharge your prayer. If your prayer reaches 0 by mistake, simply click here to turn both your prayers back on at once. After about 10 minutes the zombies will stop auto attacking, so run down the corridor and around the corner you'll see another group of zombies. Once one of these hits you, the zombies at the ladder will become aggressive again. Amount of players. This spot can sometimes get quite overcrowded. If you do log in and there's over 2 players here, you should probably hop worlds. You don't want to be training here with 3 people because it will hurt your XP per hour. The armoured zombies have a high variety of drops including gold, crimson, green, blue charms, chaos, death, nature and blood runes, normal oak and teak planks, noted form, noted pure essence and half keys. They also drop a lot of herbs including grimy rainars. All the drops I mentioned are worth picking up, but they do also drop a few other less valuable drops. So thanks for watching this video. I hope it answers most of your questions about combat. If you do have any further questions, just feel free to post a comment and I'll try to get back to you. And I actually found this guide really hard to make since combat is just such a complicated skill to write a guide for. I mean, it's not like fishing or woodcutting where it's simple to see the XP per hour and where to move for each level. But with combat there's so many factors to take into mind, including locations, outfits, levels, quests, etc. But I'm glad I got here in the end, and I'm hopefully going to get around to making a few other combat training videos showing some other spots to train in, so yeah, look out for those. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.